Lord will never be the same as somebody else has. So in other words, there's an unlimited variety of loving gifts which we have received and which we also are supposed to return. We are supposed to interact. We are not just receivers, passive receivers. No, we cannot live without moving the feet. You have to go out and work and do things. You can't just sit there and see how long that lasts. Some people do try it. The yogis, they go in the Himalayas, hiding in the cave. But wait a second, they have to go out and get some roots to eat. No? The roots from the trees, they don't come to them automatically. They have to go and they actually have to be very expert how to live in a jungle, how to live from very simple ingredients just provided. Just like, have you heard about Shilashit? Shilashit is some type of Ayurvedic medicine which accumulates in the Himalayas, in the stones which are lying there for thousands of years, and then you can lift them up, and there's a little blackish accumulation of energy, and they scratch it off. It's like you get a little bit only from each stone, no? And it's called Shilashit. And this is a very powerful Ayurvedic medicine. So the yogi, he goes and gets a little bit Shilashit out there in the Himalayas. You think there's nothing to eat here. Wait a second. It's the most powerful medicine. It's just under the stones. It's a rock accumulation of minerals and everything. So in this way, you have to be a kind of an expert if you want to live in such an environment. It's not that you can just sit there and do nothing. And so, in other words, the creation of our Lord has been so gracious that he actually tried to make something which accommodates each and every one of us in a particular wonderful situation. And that requires your active involvement. You have to say, yes, that's what Om means. Om means a response. When the soul chants Om, he responds the Lord causal invitation. Says, yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm yours. Yes, now you please let me know what you want me to do. And the Lord is always ready. As a matter of fact, he is always supplying us and surrounding us and doing all kinds of arrangements for our welfare. He's always looking for us. There's this famous story of this person who was always thinking, oh God, he will be with me, he will protect me in all difficult moments. And then he had this vision, that the Lord is always walking next to me. He's always walking next to me. He's looking after me. But then in one time in that vision, the Lord's lotus feet disappeared apparently. And he just was walking on by himself. You could just see the marks of the feet. So long time after, when he was finally meeting his Lord, then he said, my Lord, you said you will always protect me. And I just have this one question, that one time in my vision, I saw that your lotus feet disappeared next to mine. Then the Lord said, you're wrong. That was the time I had to carry you because you were in so much trouble. So it wasn't that I disappeared, just your feet were not visible at that time. So the relationship between the Creator and us is such a wonderful tale. It's what's being called that man is made after the image of God. what that exactly means, it may be difficult for you to assimilate. As a matter of fact, you can only acquire some information about it by the God-giving ability of having faith. If you put your faith in what the Vedas say, then you can say, okay, Krishna is supplying all these things to me. I believe in him, and I will follow his instruction of his divine Bhagavad Gita, and I should be fine. Should be a good thing for me. So it's a question of a decision. Because we make such a decision, then we are taking a certain turn in life. So we are here in this connection so much the devotees of Krishna's sweet will, because he has given us our identity. And the meaningfulness of my existence is that he has given me my identity. He has given me my personality. And my personality is in the fulfillment in connection with him. This is where we can understand that I have an eternal duty to fulfill, to participate, and to increase my appreciation for my real identity. Sometimes we even lose the appreciation for our identity. This is very sad, because everything we should do in such a way that we can also reciprocate. And what is that reciprocation? Well, it's basically very simple. It is the reciprocation that you give your love to the one who has given it to you. This is the real gift. He has given us the ability to love. God-given gifts, God-given wonders, God-given miracles. Life is one of them. You are a miracle. Your heart is a miracle. I'm serious about it. I consider each and every one of us a very incredible miracle. Even if God would have only created you and nothing else, he would already be a powerful miracle maker, But on top of that, he has created so many living entities, so many jivas he has put into the orbit, and he's waiting for their love. But he's not imposing his love on them. He's giving us all the chance to inquire about him. I mean, let's say you get a little box sent to you. And in that box, there is anything you could ever desire to have in this material world. Because you get this box, you would never have to work again, anything. Now, would you inquire who sent you that box? Or would you just say, okay, I deserved it. Thanks for the box, whoever gave it to me, but I'm not going to inquire about who prepared that box, who gave this, because I'm scared that then I will not be independent. Then I will not be able to do whatever I want. What are those gifts of life we have received? Unlimited amount of gifts of life. And we keep getting them all the time. Are we asking the question, Who sent those miracles? Who sent all those connections? Who made all of this possible? That is basically what our spiritual master wanted to tell us. That you should be very, very happy about everything you have obtained and be very grateful for it, and then you can obtain more. We have a very strong orientation in our life to appreciate how everything good has come about for us. That's what we discuss when we have satsang, when we have a meeting with other transcendentalists. We always meditate. What is the reason? What is the real meaning of life? How can I get out of this material conditioning? What is it there? What is there to be done? Because there's something to be done, because you may have still 60 years left in your life. Or 40, or 50, who knows? Whatever you got left, you have to make something sensible. You have to make something out of it. And that is the key ingredient for you to feel happy and to be engaged in something. It's not the macro, it's not quantity, it's quality what I'm talking about. What is the quality of your life? What is the quality of your life you aspire for? What you want to achieve? And the answer is of the self, of the developed soul, is that he will always say, my ability to serve the happiness of others. That's what I really want to see with him. That's what makes me who I want to be. That ability to serve the happiness of others. If I can get that, I'm completely satisfied. So I'm very grateful to my spiritual master that I can speak to you about this tonight. So that oh my Lord, please let me be an instrument of your love. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Do you think God has made you so wonderful, but he forgot to give you a job? You think he gave you everything you have, but he don't want anything from you? He doesn't care about where you are and what kind of thing you do. You think that? Impossible. Impossible, impossible. He's very keen and very concerned for each and every one of us. That's why amongst devotees we can immediately say, hey, what are you going to do, my dear? What's your job? How are you going to respond to the beautiful devotee community? Like this, it's immediately an interaction and an adventure. So this is all we have. We have the choice. We can live in India. We can go to South America. We can work in a job. We can be beggars of love. We can do so many things. So my spiritual master, the first thing he told me when I met him in Paris, he said, please, whoever you meet, try to tell him about the things I've been telling you. That's what I'm trying to do here. I would just want to tell you this, that there's a great invitation. You're all invited. It's a great party going on. And who is inviting? the one who sent you this box with all the goodies for you. Hey, you got it? The one who's inviting to the party is the one who sent you every single goodie and treasure and enlightenment ever you have been born, you got. That's him. Now he's inviting you to a party. What's that party? Tell me about it. Well, he wants you to come and dance with him. Dance with me, the Lord of Lords? You must be joking. Many people actually doubt it so much. They say it cannot be. God cannot be wanting to dance with me. No, it's impossible. Well, why should he want to dance with others if he doesn't want to dance with you also? So we have to really make a big effort in this direction that we can be useful instruments of his love. If you're ready to give your love, then he will give you more. More and more and more and more and more. What more? You will not be able to understand it intellectually. More means more. Much more of these wonderful things he has already done for you. Any questions?
Yes.
Yes, please.
No, what about those who say we don't have a soul? So, I have a friend, he says we don't have a heart, soul, we don't have.
Yes.
But I think that's wrong.
I also think it's wrong.
It's very wrong. I don't understand.
It's very simple. He has been cheated. For many people in this world, especially universities and schools, teach our young people that we do not have any soul, that we are just the body, and that the other things are just mental adjustments of individual consciousness, which makes you feel like this and that. But it doesn't make any sense.
And he says he doesn't that we are not created by, we are not the creation of God.
We are not the creation of God. Well, then we are the creation of Mother Nature. Then worship Mother Nature. If you have a problem with God because you have this kind of machistic conception that I'm the highest, no? Then you don't want to have a creator above you. Then at least you have to understand somebody supplied the ingredients. And somebody mixed them together, and that's Mother Nature. Then you worship her. It's a question of culture and association when I speak about these things, because I have great mercy I received in my life by meeting people who are actually capable of helping others.
Yeah, but I also, me and my friend, we are so opposite. So I think we can see the good part in every being, and I can feel love to many people, but he can't feel love. He's so judgment. He's so, and I don't know.
I agree with you. We have to become very soft-hearted like children if we want to approach the Lord. We cannot be so puffed up and think we know everything and understand everything. It's not possible. So our spiritual master is recommending to us always to take everything with great deal of humility. And then you find many treasures as well. Mm. Those people, they actually are very unfortunate that some bad examples have driven them away from such a natural conclusion to simply say, thank you, my creator, no? Thank you for everything you've done to me. Now let me know what I can do for you. That's why I mentioned this example of this box, no? We all got that box. It's the box of our life. And somebody sent it. It didn't come from nowhere.
But then why did God create everyone?
Hmm?
But then why did God create this entire creation? What was the purpose?
Why you have a child?
Why do I have a child? It was what you said, it just happened. I'm sorry,
But are you happy about it?
Sometimes yes, sometimes there is frustration, but yeah, overall yes.
Okay. I think you just was utilized by God to distribute His love to your child through you, because He knew that you will be very happy doing. And somebody has to receive a child with great love. So this is actually, we have to understand there is a divine meaning behind everything. And therefore, there's not such a thing as an accident. Everything is a cause. We're not believing in coincidence, we believe in causality. So in this way, God has all the right to invite us and create us and expand as many of us as He wants. If He has so much love for each and every one of us, what's the problem? Right? If He loves us and He has that power, He has this power to give life to us, it's His priority. You know what my guru said one time? He said, mind your own business. Surrender. You have no business to judging why God created us, how did He create us. It's none of your business. Your business is to surrender to that love which you have received, to that amazing existence. Because you cannot challenge it. And you're not supposed to challenge it. Another question, another sentence came from his mouth. He said, he said that when the lower comes to judge the higher, he'll be in trouble.
But on the other hand, if I don't know why I was created, then how do I know what He expects from me?
Well, He's telling you, read the Bhagavad Gita. He's giving clear instruction what He expects from you. The Bhagavad Gita is the manual for human existence. And with many details, such as Mahabharata, Ramayana, can't really tell that nobody told you what it was all about. Plus, He's also telling you through your own heart, because He's the super soul inside of your heart. He's the Paramadvaiti. And He's telling you a whole lot of things all the time. He's telling you You take care nicely of your husband and your daughter. Hmm? Isn't that what he tells you in your heart?
Yeah, I have my duties.
Not as a matter of fact of duty, it's a matter of fact of love. That's one of the love portions we got. And more, as more one expand, he may have more specific plans for any particular one, but they are there. So the love is really everything. And in that love, he created guys like this one next to you. Hmm? Such an amazing little guy. If he can do that, he can do anything he wants. And the most amazing thing, he's given us our free will, The free will is actually the real secret there. We all aspire to freedom, don't we? So he says, okay, I agree with you. But freedom means responsibility. Because you have to be able to handle your freedom. It's a bit of a dangerous thing to have too much freedom. He said, I give you the freedom, but you have to take the responsibility. Then he says, only freedom with responsibility produces love. And love without spirituality, it doesn't have a standing. So therefore, that responsibility in freedom, which you're rejoicing, that has to relate to the transcendence. It's not just a physical thing for the physical level. It's something more. When she was asking, some people say there's no soul. They say, who am I going to relate to? It's a very, very great challenge. Our society is giving so little spiritual insight to the people that they break to pieces. I was just talking with Padma today, and she was telling how she was taking care in her school, and there's so many kids that just break into pieces. Not for the sake of money. Not at all. Any other questions? Are you satisfied with the
Yes,
answer?
but I want one piece of advice from you. How should one get oneself to start loving without expecting anything in return? I think that's very difficult. You at least expect some acknowledgement or some love in return. But to do it without any expectations, I have not been able to do it.
Yeah. That's why Srila Prabhupada said that Krishna consciousness is the only authorized gambling. Just gamble your life. You're authorized. You say, but I want some high thing in return. Gamble it. Put it in. Put the whole life into the how do you call it? What you bet on.
Yeah.
Bet on your whole life. Well, what does that mean? Actually, it means that you are meant to have a desire. You're not meant to be desireless. This is some wrong conception of desirelessness. We are not supposed to have selfish desires in the field of our spirit, of our physical existence. But like it is my desire that you are all doing well and obtaining the perfection of life. I don't want to lose that desire. So if you can desire not to desire for yourself, then this is also a positive desire. If you can desire so that everybody will be happy, that's also good desire. If you desire that the Lord of love will be the one who makes everything possible and you want to be an instrument of his love, that's also good